Okay, we're going to work with Lily on picking up a new object, so you can see how I started her on the leash. So she's never seen this ring. I'm just going to, if she touches it, click, and give her a treat. Her breakfast is good. Right now she's working for those little beef jerky things as well I've got mixed in here. Okay, try again. Good. Now, I'm not holding the treat, oops, sorry. I'm not holding the treat in my hand, putting it back in my bait bag so my hands are empty. So she focuses on the object, not on the treat in the hand. And after I click, I'll go get the treat. Good. So, I want to see that she's touching it with her nose. We'll get some repetition there. Make sure you bring it down low enough too so she's not always jumping. Now she did hit that with the paw after she touched it. I don't want to encourage that too much because then she'll do it with the paw a lot. So, we'll wait. She gets off of me. I'm going to present it. Good. If she opens her mouth now and puts her mouth on it, I'm going to click. So after you do a lot of repetition where she just touches the new object with her nose, then start clicking when she actually puts her mouth on it. She doesn't have to hold it, she just has to open her mouth and put it around the object. Good. And after each click, she gets her treat. And you should start to see her putting her mouth on it more readily. Get over here so the camera can see. Good. Okay. And I'm just holding it, present it down on her level. I want to see that no matter where I put it, she goes over and puts her mouth. There's no command at this point. Come back over here, Lily. Good. Okay. Good. After each time that she mouths it, get the object away from her. Let her swallow her food and then represent it. Good. You can go get your treat. Good job. Come back over here. Good. Okay. So after we get her mouthing it readily, then I'm going to, this time, she's going to put her mouth on it. I'm not going to click. She's probably going to let go of it, and then she's going to come back and grab it again. I'll click on the second time she mouths it. I want her to learn to keep her mouth on it. So there's the first one. I didn't click. There's the second one. I clicked. I want her to see that she might as well keep her mouth on it, because we want to encourage her to be holding things, bringing it back. And so she can't just pick it up and drop it, which is what a lot of them do. It's going to be a while before you can get her where she's actually picking something up reliably, where you toss it across the room. You know, she's already doing that to some degree, but especially if it's a dead object, where it's not moving, you know, that's a little bit tougher. They may pick it up a part of the way, but they may not bring it all the way back to your hand, and that's what we're trying to work on. Good. So I clicked on the first one there. Now the next time I'm going to click on the second one again. But I like that she held it because that's really the goal is I want her to hold her mouth on that object. So she let go of it, she's looking for a treat, and then she came back, and I'm going to click on the second one on that. Okay, we'll do it again. Good. And I clicked on the first one, but I clicked after she held it for a second or so. And I want to start clicking where she holds it a little longer. If she lets go, I'm going to click on the second one. If she's holding it kind of nice, then I might click on that one, but let her hold it longer. She let go of it. Pawing doesn't work. Good. So as soon as she comes back and puts her mouth on it, she can have it. Now, at some point, we're going to have to put this on the ground. Let's come over here, Lily. Okay. And we're going to see, and if I have to, I might have to hold it just lower instead of going from the air down to the ground. But we'll see how she does. She picks it up. Oops. And I'm going to try to get my hand underneath the object so that, oh, good girl, that as she picks it up, I can grab it. And the idea is that I want her to see that she has to get this object to touch my hand to get the treat. Okay, that's part of this, me raising the criteria for these repetitions. So she picks it up. And if she doesn't, I'm just going to wait. I usually show her my hands because she thinks that there's a treat, and I show her there's no treat until you do it. And this is a new object for her, so she's got to learn how to pick it up off the ground. A little tricky. Uh-oh. try again. I'm going to get it up, make sure she's standing up. Yes. And see how I scooped it up? I'm pretty much trying to grab it as fast as I can before she has a chance to drop it. I want her to see that it's got to get in my hands, but if she drops it, then she doesn't get paid for it. Uh-oh. So once you see her trying to mouth it, get your hand ready so you can scoop it up. Over here, Lily. There you go. Just try to get the camera to see what's going on here. Yes, good job. So be quick when you see her mouth get on it that you can scoop it up. Now as she gets better at this, you won't have to be so fast to try to grab it. You'll be able to just put your hand out and she'll bring the object to your hand. But right now, I'm trying to help her out and make this easy for her to succeed. Good girl. As she's learning to bring it to your hand better, then you can start tossing it further away. She's going to have to walk with it in her mouth further to place it in your hand. Good job. But in the beginning, it's basically just right in front of you. She only has to pick it up, and that's a good one. That was nice. She just has to pick it up and place it, because my hand's a target, and she's having to learn that. It's all about putting the objects in my hand. Oh, she didn't pick it up. Try again. Lily. Uh-oh, Swiffer's coming out. Lily. There you go. Lily. Don't worry about that. There you go. Close. Try again. Yes, good girl. Good job. And she gets her treats. Good job. Okay, so we can do this with the leash. We're going to switch objects. Okay, so she can grab this wherever she wants. You can start this the same way, where you hold the leash out, she puts her mouth on it, and she gets a treat. Take the leash away, represent. Good. She puts her mouth on it, click, she gets a treat. And then we start again where after she puts her mouth on it once and lets go, the second time she puts her mouth on it, we click. I want to start getting her again where she's holding it longer and not dropping it. Good. That's good. She's starting to pull back. She knows she has to keep her mouth on there. And then we'll go ahead and jump ahead. We'll go to where it's on the ground. Same thing. She's going to have to pick it up and target it to my hand. So I'll be ready to scoop it up. Uh-oh. Yes. Okay, and in the beginning, you're trying to catch it before she can drop it. And as she gets more comfortable with it, you won't have to move your hand so much. She'll come to you. Almost. Try again. Get where the camera can see. Oh, now you're sneezing. What's that for? You all done? Okay. Let's try again. Okay. Lily. That's you. Yes. And sometimes she steps on the leash when she picks it up, and that makes her drop it. So she's having to learn how not to do that. Let's go way over there, Lily. Way over there. So she's going to have to go a little further up. Oh, you still have a sneezing problem going on, huh? The first I've seen you sneeze like that. Let's go back. Yes. Oh. Now watch her thinking about that. She knows she dropped it. Good. And she had to re-pick it up because that was a further distance than she'd had to do before. Normally it was only a step or two before, she could reach my hand. So we'll do it again. Okay. Ready? Okay, get your leash. Uh-oh. I'm just going to leave my hand out here. Yes! So she can target it and bring it to me. And as she's getting more comfortable and solid with that, you start putting that object further and further away so she has to walk further with it to bring it to your hand.